Yo, how's it going?
Delay. Sorry for the delay.
Yeah, that's alright. I mean, I've already fucking spent about 30 minutes just standing around now.
So you are under arrest and
Mm-hmm.
being charged with unlawful possession of a Class 2 weapon, as
Which
well
one's
as
that?
possession of a stolen firearm,
The M15,
Stolen?
the
Fuck you mean stolen?
AK-74.
I was
and
XPD.
also
Yeah, you're not allowed to keep that equipment.
Well, no
Yeah.
one came to get it.
Really? Because I came to you a couple weeks ago. You were like, "Oh, I'm here to return a bunch of PD equipment." There was no
Yeah?
rifle among them.
all right, we can discuss this in court. So you're claiming you want to defend your case, so you are being transported to court. I will hear your case there, not here, as
Let me
I.
actually get the. Let's see. Name is
Okay.
Gus Thing.
All right.
Do I get to see these apparent evidence for the warrant and shit?
No, I get to see them though.
Well, why don't I get to see them? I'm defending myself. I should be able to see the material that I should be defending myself with.
I would assume that it's going to be shown to you at court. Or,
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
Yeah, so-
also, shouldn't I have time to build a case to defend myself?
Yeah. So, Chris, or you, can you, when you're done filing the evidence in the lockers, just send him a picture of everything that you've got.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Really, your officer buddy should have been out the car with a gun at least.
yeah.
Hopefully that improves for future escorts or some shit.
Yeah.
To be honest, you guys should make like an escort procedure type of policy.
Did you not hear me? I said 3 times over the radio random thing to go around the left hand side. The judge said there's a actual entrance down there.
Oh no, I never didn't know.
To be honest, I was talking his head off, so that's why he didn't hear you. And who the fuck are
I
you
said that 2 or
anyway?
3 times.
Who are you, ginger cunt? Oh, I guess he can't hear me because of those ginger ears.
327, we're in the courthouse.
What's up, man?
Why, hello, sir. Oh,
Everybody,
shit, did you
you-
see that, did you see that door?
Yeah.
How's it going, G?
I like a cut, G.
Is there no note the gentleman that's already in the courthouse has been pressed?
Yeah,
Yes.
This is gonna be an interesting one.
They act like they don't know how to do their job.
Oh, trust me, they don't. I've seen the evidence.
Court is in session. Plaintiff, can you introduce yourself, present your name, and your case against the defendant?
That's me, right? Alright, my name is Assistant Chief Chris Sanchez. Claim is we have found
What are the charges?
oh, let's show. We are charging Mr. Gus Thing possession of a Schedule 2 drug, possession of a Schedule 1 drug, 2 counts of possession of a Class 2, and possession of stolen government property.
All right, defendant, you may introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? Gus Thing here, owner of Up and Adam. I mean, from the way I see it, I mean, I don't know what they found or anything. The keys are accessible to anyone who's working at my place, which I've had some staff there, obviously. I can't, do everything all by myself. But
We'll leave the defense for when you have the floor.
okay, so yeah, Gus Thing, previously known as Billy Murray, ex-PD officer. So, yeah. Sup?
All right. So, Chris Sanchez, you have the floor to present your case against the defendant.
Alright. So earlier today, Somebody make sure I'm yelling. We conducted executed a search warrant on the Up and Atom establishment. This warrant was approved by a judge, Nigel Fugel. It was to find a police-issued M15 rifle that we have spotted Billy Murray posting on Birdie. After a search of the container in the back, we found many weapons, Block 19s, Gen 4, Washingtons, 870s, all coming back to him. But then eventually, after some more searching, we found the M15 rifle, along with body armor, along with an access tool, along with an AK-74, which is illegal for any individual to own, copious amounts of ammo, about 5 bongs, and then more drugs, Schedule 1 and Schedule 2, along with $100,000 of rolled up cash that we believe to be gotten by illegal means given the surrounding drugs. Though we found the M15, we now have probable cause to search the other containers, and we have found more illegal contraband in that single container. The second container contained only ingredients used by Up and Atom. Third container, we found 5 defibrillators, which are only provided to EMS and not sold to the public. After a bit more shuffling, we found a megaphone along with more PD-issued equipment such as wheel clamps, wheel lockpicks, spike strips, roadblocks, barricades, and so forth. All of our findings can be found or have been submitted.
All right.
And that
So
rests our case.
can you?
Sorry.
I need a bit more information regarding what led to the suspicion of him possessing an illegal M15 as claimed in the original search warrant.
He had posted on Birdie in his general Up and Atom uniform with his little Up and Atom helmet that he had an M15. Then we had... What is it? Me think before I speak. And then we had one of our officers make a brand new Birdie account, state something along the lines of, "This place ain't it," in which the owner responded in Twitter DMs. Let me find the exact quote. 1 second. The undercover officer responded, "This place is not it. Pumpkin, let's see.
Oh, Brenner.
Billy and Adam then responded, slide by, I'm here." And then, on that.
Okay, I'm a bit lost. What is with the messages?
1 second. Oh, and then he responded in Twitter DMs stating, "Pull up, bitch, where you at, question mark. Why you scared, boy? Ready when you are." Then replied with a picture of him holding his M15, saying, "M15, boy." That was all on the 22nd of January, 5 days ago.
All right. My question is now, why have been bricks, bandages, repair kits, binocular glass, and different materials. Why have they been?
Oh no, we
Seized.
did not confiscate everything. We took pictures of everything as it were. As for what we've taken a 3 Block 19 Gen 4s, Washington 870, 909mm ammo, Bowie knife. I think we're going to return the knives that he had. 912 gauge bullets, Mayer 1911, a Florian 45 tactical, a Block 20, a Block 22. The full list is in your, or is available in the incident. Yeah.
So everything of those items that have a serial number at least belong to him.
We have not been able to process all the weapons we found.
Then why are you filing it as evidence if you don't know who it belongs to?
Because it was found on his property.
All right. Do you have any further remarks for your case? Please.
At this moment, Your Honor. Forgive me, Your Honor. One note, the messages were sent on the 16th of January. My apologies.
All right. Any further remarks for your case, Mr. Sanchez?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then the defendant has the floor.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, this seems very rushed. The evidence that I have to deal with, which isn't much, considering PD apparently has, I don't know, been watching me for a long time. If you go onto my Birdie account, Your Honor, you can clearly see this picture that I've posted multiple times was first posted on December 17, when I was currently a PD officer. Due to the aggression of some of the criminals out there, I had to take a leave because it was just too much for me, and I wasn't strong enough to be a PD officer, which is why I made the business Atomic Serve, just to do some general security work, which is what, as you can see in the container, there's a lot of like pistols, shotguns, to help my staff defend themselves if need be, because some people can't afford to really pay for anything, let alone food. Looking at the evidence.
Can you repeat the thing that you just said? Why, after
Sorry, yeah.
at the moment of that picture?
Yeah,
Were
so
you or were you not a?
I was a PD officer at that moment, Your Honor. So at that moment in time, when that picture was taken, although I'm in that uniform, I was still a PD officer, but I was changing over to a different style of work. Still defending people, but not to the caliber of being an officer, because it's hard work being an officer. I can agree with that. But then after posting that image, if you look on my Birdie again, I will reference the Birdie again. There are several incidents of PD harassing me. Because I left PD, I can only presume that's why they're harassing me. You can see, I think it's Apollo, Officer Apollo, and also another officer. I can't quite remember. To be honest, my brain, because of the stress and harassment they put me under, my brain isn't as great as it used to be. So if you just don't mind me quickly looking on Birdie to look at my evidence, which is open to the public, so you can if you like as well. On January the 3rd, I had a PD officer in the mountains staring at me. I mean,
I'll ask you to file that evidence right now if you need a moment to do it.
yes, sir. Thank you very much. Let me just do this. Just bear with me 1 second. Thank you. I will put a multiple. Oh God. There we go. I will send multiple of them. Just give me 1 second. Because my phone screen's pretty small. So that's the first one. Just bear with me, my eyes aren't doing too well.
And how is this relevant to your defense?
Because basically, I feel like I'm being targeted. So that's why I feel that this search warrant is so unnecessary.
Your charges are possession of a stolen firearm,
which, as I mentioned,
possession of a Class 2 firearm.
Yes, Your Honor, but
and
as I
possession
mentioned, at that time, I had a lawful reason to have the M15, and with all the work that I'm doing, trying to keep my mind busy, I forgot about it. And that's why it was kept in storage. I didn't even take it out or anything. It's just stayed in there gathering dust. So I mean that's why that's in there. The other stuff, I don't know why that's in there, because my keys are open to all my staff. Because I got quite a few staff. I've got people who are my security staff. I've got people who are my cookers and chefs and customer service people. So everyone's got access to my containers. Like, there's no evidence that those things belong to me, apart from everything that has my name on. Like, my keys are open to all my staff, like I said. So you might need to check my staff members as well. But that'd be something you guys are gonna have to figure out if you've got enough grounds to do that. But I mean, at the moment, from what I'm seeing, the materials are all mine. The defibrillator, I'll say, yeah, I had that in my possession because I was given it from I can't remember what his name was, but I was given it from someone. And you can see I'm a bit of a hoarder. I've got so much material. I got so many repair kits and everything, and binoculars. I mean, what normal person would have 22 binoculars? Me, I would have 22 binoculars. Like I say, that a lot of that stuff I just found in dumpsters. But I'm a bit of a dumpster diver because I like to see, is there anything valuable in dumpsters?
You're not accused of having stolen binoculars. Those are.
No, I know that, but that's my defense. Like, I hoard stuff. Like, that's why I've got a lot of stuff. But it doesn't mean, like I say, everyone's got access to my containers. So that extra stuff, it's not mine. I mean, is my fingerprints on them? You'll never find it because it's not mine. But I mean, I just want to press on this email that I'm looking at between, these two people. I don't recognize their names. On the Friday, the 24th of January, his departure from LSPD was handled by Floyd, which I presume you guys haven't seen for a long time, so you can't ask him about anything, but I spoke to him about everything. It is not documented when, so you guys don't even know when I left PD. So like I say, on Birdie, I first posted that picture on December 17, I think it was. I was fully PD, and apparently you guys can't prove that wrong. But like I say, on the 24th of January, this is talked about. Why did it take you guys so long? I posted that picture December 17, and you guys only started talking about it, what, on the 24th of Jan, maybe? Yeah, 24th of January.
I'm sorry, can you please provide the year?
The year of what?
The year of these dates that you're providing.
Well, these are in your emails. This is between two officers talking about the search warrant and that. And my, hang on, did I not post the... Oh, 1 second. Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. Let me get the picture on Birdie and I'll put that on there. My apologies. Just bear with me. There's a lot of posts that I made. So let me just scrap that one. There we go. Right, so as you can see in the email, December 17.
2023 or 2024?
No, this would have been 24. Like I've not been in this city that long.
So a couple months? 2 months, really? A
Well,
month?
as me being in the city.
No, since you made this tweet, a month?
Yeah, December 17. So it's probably moving on to about a month and a week, 2 weeks, something like that. But if you wouldn't mind, I want to speak to my honor right here.
Sorry, I just need clarification.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, and as shown in this evidence of these emails, they're discussing this on the 24th of January. So I mean, again, the PD didn't even reference my picture that I put up on December 17, but they're using it against me in the emails on Birdie between me and some guy who was like making me stressed out to my brain. Like, when I get stressed out and anxious, I get a bit, my defense is to get angry because I feel like I'm being targeted. And this guy who's like obviously targeting me, which now we find out today is PD. I've got a case against PD about harassment, and I'm waiting to bring this into court.
For another trial, sir.
It is indeed, if you let me finish, Your Honor. As I was about to say, it's another case that's going to be brought up against PD, and this case today, it just proves that, they've been harassing me. Like, they've got no grounds to search any of my containers, and then, I own the business. You've checked my other container, it's got a lot of materials, and you've checked my other container, it's got a lot of ingredients. And then this container, which apparently, from what he said, was searched first, it's obvious that this last container was targeted. Now, I don't know, since PD have this fake Birdie account, do they also have someone working for me and that shit was planted? Sorry for my language, Your Honor. But I feel like maybe that stuff was planted, because if they can go as to the length of making a fake Birdie account and harassing me saying this ain't it, you ain't it, like, I feel like they're challenging me,
Sir, undercover work does not imply, is not illegal, and also would not imply that we're planting evidence against you.
Okay, but Your Honor, if this is undercover work, why is it so unprofessional? They made a fake account to target me and they said, you ain't it, this ain't it. What undercover work are they gaining from that? What's their grounds to make a fake account and harass me and target me?
As I said before, sir, that's another case for another court.
No, but that's relevant to this case because he's using it as evidence against me. Like the picture there with my M15, which I proudly owned as an American while I was a PD officer, protecting civilians against criminals in this damn city. And they used that against me because I felt threatened and I decided, I'm going to show this dude that I am it. I'm cool. But, they want to use it as some sort of criminal evidence against me. That's like, I mean, this even classed as brandishing because being an officer, I'm allowed to hold a firearm on me. And being in America, I have the right to hold a firearm on me. But this right here, I mean, Your Honor,
So
they
I'll
have
share with you,
rushed
sir.
everything.
Brandishing a firearm while not on duty and also not on uniform of
Mhm.
the LSPD, even though you were employed by them, is very unprofessional behavior and does not justify the possession of the same weapon
Mhm.
or this illegal. You said a Kalashnikov, was it? No, AK-72,
I don't know what that is, Your
AK-74.
Honor.
74.
AK-74. Yep. Completely illegal in our state.
Right.
That's
So
unprofessional eating a candy in the court. Just so I want to say that.
The snack.
Your Honor, I just want to put it here. Like, there's no evidence that that stuff belongs to me. My staff has access with keys. How am I supposed to know if I got let's say for example entrapped by this guy to do what I did by acting out on Birdie? I'm guilty of acting out. That's my bad. But I used a very old picture. That is not brandishing at all because it's a picture taken from a long
you're
time
not
ago.
charged by brandishing, sir. But that defense you're presenting would be a defense for why you were brandishing a weapon that you were not supposed to have while not on duty as a police
Mhm.
officer.
I
But
completely agree.
It
Mhm.
does not explain the possession of that same weapon after you have been dismissed from the LSPD, as well as the possession of uh, Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 drugs in your own establishment.
I completely understand what you're saying, sir. But I just feel like this was just all entrapment, to be honest. Like all this
That's not the
evidence.
definition of entrapment, sir.
Well, I'm trying my best to to defend myself. Like I'm not as smart as you guys, but I'm just trying to work things out as I go. But I mean, I feel like I was put in this situation because they're coming at me again, saying that you ain't it. Like, what kind of professional policing standards is that?
Your Honor, can I interject at all during these tidbits?
You may present objections, of course.
Not objection. That's just objection. He's yapping. That's my
See,
objection.
again, very unprofessional. So, as I mentioned earlier, Your Honor, you could probably tell it gathered dust. It just sat there. It wasn't doing anything. I didn't take it out. I didn't go around city with it. I didn't shoot up no place with it. Like, I called the PD to give their equipment to them. They never once came to me and said, "Hey, Billy, how are you doing, man? You've still got some of that stuff. Can we get it?" Like, Your Honor, I just forget. My brain is so fuzzed over with everything that's going on. Like, you wouldn't believe everything that's going on. But someday I'll be back in this courtroom and hopefully you'll be my judge. I mean, the last thing I'm going to say before I leave the stand, Your Honor, is if you look at the evidence they provided, all they are showing is an email, and then after this email, which for some reason they obtained a search warrant without even coming to a fellow ex-PD officer and saying, "Hey, buddy, we think you still got such and such items. Can we get them back?" Like, they never approached me or anything. Like, I'm an ex-PD officer. They should have known that, I try to keep stuff above board, but just like everybody else, I'm human. I just fall behind and I forget about stuff, and yeah, this is a whole mess. Like, the only evidence else that I can see here is the fact that they just, they looked at my containers. They don't show any grounds, well, any reasonable grounds to do a search. Like, I'm not a criminal. They could have just came to me and just said, I just want to say, as an ex-PD officer, I would have expected a bit more professional courtesy there, But yeah, that's all I got, Your Honor.
Can we give a rebuttal?
All right. So,
I'll just stand here.
Do I get some second words, sir? Your Honor?
the case is up in debate, but you may interject if you'd like.
Interject. I will gladly do so. Alright. I have gone through the history of our roster. Billy Murray was removed from the roster on November 22nd. So quite a few weeks after he posted that image of himself with the M15. Of course, I don't need to explain that, even though it may have been a co-worker that may have placed the weapon, it does not. He is still in possession. I forget what else he says. I don't know. That's all I want to provide is the Billy Murray was removed from the roster on November 22nd.
All right. The verdict. So,
Your Honor, can I defend myself against this roster?
it is unnecessary. So, unlawful I will read you your charges once again. Unlawful possession of a Class 2 firearm. You were found in possession of a AK-74 rifle in stashes inside a very active establishment, which you constantly have access to and constantly should be supervising. You did not strive to strike any deal with the police or claiming before the court that you were actually giving access to different people, which might have put this in your possession. But still, it is unreasonable to believe that you would not notice that something like that would be in a container inside a very active establishment. So, of unlawful possession of Class 2 firearm, you are found guilty. Possession of stolen government property. That's a difficult line, considering that you have to purchase the equipment yourself. However,
Sorry, can you say that last bit again? I couldn't really hear what you said.
that's the possession of stolen government property. It's a fine line, a difficult line, because you are forced to purchase the equipment by yourself.
I also purchased the
However-
M15 myself.
Yeah, I do believe that. That's a reasonable... it's probably also proven. However, that equipment should not have ended in a stash inside a burger establishment where, as you claim, people have access to. warrant for you, the search in the first place already mentions that you failed to, that you were already asked by the LSPD to return LSPD evidence.
Incorrect
That-
objection, Your Honor.
That's what it states in the warrant. That's not up to this discussion right now.
Well, I would like to
However-
discuss this. That is incorrect, Your Honor.
Nevertheless, that equipment should have been kept, like dangerous equipment should have been kept inside lockers that the LSPD provides for you.
They didn't provide me with a locker.
They do.
I was not made aware of this locker, Your Honor.
That is very difficult to believe, sir.
Painful.
So, given that you have to purchase this property yourself, and given that you are already in unlawful possession of a Class 2 firearm, I declare that you are non-guilty of possession of stolen government property. However, that equipment will be seized by the LSPD nonetheless. And you are not entitled to financial compensation for it, as it should have been done already a long time ago.
Go ahead and take a seat, man. Anywhere. Anywhere you like.
Possession of a Schedule 1 drug, it has been found yet again, same in your stashes of a very active establishment, and it is unreasonable to believe that nobody would report this to you or to the police after having found those. Therefore, it is beyond a reasonable doubt that you are actually in possession, in a purposely possession, intended possession of a Schedule 1 and Schedule 2 drugs, and are therefore guilty on those both charges. Now, for the sentence, I will need a moment.
Your Honor, if I may interrupt, could I get any time served due to the grounds I've been held for a while?
Yeah, clearly, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So that leaves you with a sentence of 40 months and $17,500 for a fine. Given that you have been already held for this trial long enough, you are hereby sentenced to 10 months.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just want to say I appreciate the fair trial I've had today. It's been
Also,
Mhm.
for the LSPD, I need you to identify the owners of every single weapon that you have found in those stashes. And since no violent crime with a firearm has been committed, those are to be returned. Everything that belongs to... Sorry, everything that belongs to Gus Thing is to be returned to him.
Correct.
Every legal item, obviously.
Also, you stated that it was a $17,000 fine?
Can you speak louder?
17,000, I think he said.
$17,000 fine, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
10 months, 17,500. So the session is up.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate your time today. What a nice fellow.
Sanchez, are you good for me to send the suspect? Or do you just want me to put it through? Would you like me to put it through? Info. Okay, so it was 17,510 months, okay?
That's correct, yeah.
Right. So I'll send you away now, Billy. Good luck for the future, okay?
Cheers.
Or
You have a good one.
Gus, I should say.
Well,
Yeah.
it's still technically Billy kinda. I mean, I'm changing it back
Yeah.
eventually.
No bother. But I'll send you the now, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Right, Billy, go, you've got the one.
Oh god, I'm still here. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh god, I got sent like fucking how many times?